Okay. Let's see. Leave it off with everything. Oh yeah, nap time. On the track. Okay. And completely miss. There we go. Here, almost. Yeah.
This superhero racket is great, man. Solving crimes, getting some loving from the ladies. I'd get used to living like this.
You're not actually a superhero, Zeke.
Well, hell, I know that. But it doesn't change the fact that I've had a taste of good life.
Having these powers isn't exactly a walk in the park.
Are you crazy? People around here, they worship you, man.
A fat lot of good it's done me.
Oh, crap. I gotta go. Dwight's sister is hot and ready to go. You know what I mean?
She wants to go see a movie?
Hey, Moya, I'm making a run on the next substation.
Its location is flagged on your GPS. I'm also tracking a couple new developments. I'll be in touch once the power is back on.
To you too.
So, Dwight's sister just took
my
off.
reaction order said.
Man, it was a disaster.
Yeah, that's what I said when he said.
I thought you were golden.
Wanted to treat her right, you know? Show her a good time, let things simmer a bit. Any old idiot can land one-nighter. I want something more. Like what you and Trish had. Well, anyway, she comes over and says she can only stay a minute or two and starts talking about, I don't know how she really digs me, but she sees me as a friend. I'll always be your friend, Zeke. She actually said that to me.
Oh, man.
Yeah, women are something else. Never will understand them.
No, Zeke, you do not want what me and Trish had, because what me and Trish had collapsed badly. Because she is a crazy person.
Yes. Bam.
Oh. Okay, now what? Over nya. All right.
Yeah.
Time to go over nya.
No.
Yeah. Ah.
Yeah.
So I guess you're on the new schedule now, being in here on a Thursday?
Well, yeah. Also, I'm off on Thursdays and Fridays now. Yeah. Yep.
Nice.
As I was saying, when it was hot and ready to go, I was like, "What is she, a little Caesar pizza?"
Pizza.
It was like when that guy held up a little Caesar pizza with an AK because didn't have any pizzas ready. Like some company said, "Hey, you know," and it's like, devil's advocate. They do advertise hot and ready to go.
I mean, he wasn't wrong.
Yeah.
He was wrong, but he wasn't wrong.
Oh, yeah.
He was just very wrong.
Right. Truth in advertising. I'm just saying.
I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Maybe one day I'll make it to Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Well, I hope not. I don't want to have to watch that. to zap some baddies. Just a little sleepy over there?
Yeah, I woke up from a little nap. I've been a proper slug all day. I got
Excellent.
off today, so I took my car into the shop because it needed some brakes. I mean, I got there at open. Usually that means your car will be one of the first there. I guess they had some others. I don't know what the story is, but when it was about an hour before they're supposed to close, I said, all right, better call them. And they said, yeah, I'll be ready tomorrow. So I
Maybe backed up a little bit there.
my dad let me borrow his other vehicle and I drove back home. Anyways, while we were waiting, before we knew how long it would take, I said since it was St. Patrick's Day, I just hung out at their place a while, and I made lunch for us. I made corned beef and cabbage.
Seems to be a lot of corned beef going around.
Oh, good stuff. And
I've never really been 100% clear on what exactly it is. Like
corned beef?
What does corning beef mean?
Like peppercorns. It's basically and other type spices of that nature. It's a beef brisket that has been brined in a manner. It's basically pickled meat.
Pickled and peppercorned?
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah, and then it's slow cooked, so it's very tender. Now, me, I just buy it canned, so it's been extra tender as it's been ground up, and basically it's kind of like the consistency of Spam.
So I was walking over to help Trish load up her bus.
Well, it makes it easier to cut up and mix together with the cabbage,
Sorry, man.
I should have known better.
which is just like
He's always been like that.
sautéed cabbage
no
mixed
big
with the
deal.
corned beef. It's really
Frees
good.
me
I
up to
like
play
it.
the field. See
I've
what else
had
is out there.
corned beef and cabbage, sausage and
Catch you later.
cabbage.
Sausage and cabbage is good.
Yeah.
Ah, there's my rocket launcher.
Rocket launcher.
Ball lightning.
Shazam.
Like that, eh? Have another one. Kick your body while I'm at it, too. Okay. Kabooms! Alright, who was that?
You're bad guys, right?
Sure, yeah, we'll call him that now.
Yeah. Killing everybody. You are all evil, right? Oof. I'd say the guy is shooting at you almost definitely. Not on your side.
I missed the thingy.
Oops.
Oops.
Oh, I was looking at what this thought returned to my head.
What was your name?
The thought with a GH in it.
The actual kind.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking forward to the day when we stop using that stupid acronym. Whose idea was it to come up with an acronym that's longer than the original word?
I don't know if it's an actual that. Anyways, but I was reading some kind of gaming news that the game Dune Spice Wars may be able for what do you call it? What do you call it when you get to play early access?
Nice.
Yeah,
I really want to see how that game turns out.
in April.
Cool. Maybe there'll be a demo, or
Yeah.
if not, maybe I can just catch some footage.
Now, I was watching somebody play an early access of the new Final Fantasy game. Ranger
heck.
Paradise,
Yeah.
Final Fantasy Origin. Yeah. That looks
From what I
good.
hear, people are saying that the combat's fun, but the story is goddamn gibberish. Which is about what I expected.
I was saying it's a Final Fantasy game.
I mean, a lot of Final Fantasy stories are decent.
It's
Not this
like,
one.
I got to watch up until the character playing. The person was playing it pretty long enough to battle Tiamat. So
Yeah.
there's that. Yeah, that reminded me. Well, the thing is, both Final Fantasy and Dungeons and Dragons both use big boss monsters called Tiamat and Bahamut. And of course, I found out those were both out of like
Bahamut's
Babylonian
usually not a boss, or if he is, he's an optional one.
or something of that nature. They have
He's a summon that you can get
Yeah.
to help you, but
Yeah.
sometimes you have to beat the summons before they'll help you.
well something in the game, because something in the game that called that. Like in Dungeons and Dragons, they're both dragons, and we're
Yeah, they're dragon gods.
right.
Bahamut's, Bahamut's not usually in D&D, but Tiamat usually is. And she's
Bahamut
the
is,
goddess
or-
of evil dragons.
I know in like old school, like first edition Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, Bahamut was the.
Yeah, he's in some of them.
But
And he's the
he
god
was
of the good dragons.
he was a platinum dragon.
Right.
Um,
The only one there is, I believe.
right. Whereas Tiamat was the only
Five-headed.
chromatic dragon.
No, not the only chromatic, but she's the goddess of the chromatic dragons.
Right.
But she's the only one that's five-headed. She's got all 5 colors.
Right. That's what I meant by
Yeah.
that. So I was, both names come from like I think Babylonian mythology.
I
And
think so, yeah.
yeah, I always thought that inspired me. I don't know. I would have I want to make him a character. He's like ultimate badass, and I don't know whether to give him twin swords or twin guns, but they would both be called Tiamat and Bahamut.
Yeah. Well, twin swords twin guns is not a very D&D thing, so...
No, I'm not talking about D&D in particular. I'm just talking about a character in some kind of,
Depends what game you're playing then, I suppose.
or just a story or something. I just like just some badass assassin character. These good, these impressive-looking guns or something. Could even be anime-like, but yeah, Tiamat and Bahamut. That's really the names. God, I'm gonna look up. I was trying to remember.
You'd have to make sure he's somebody of a ambiguous morality then.
Yeah, be definitely ambiguous, dual nature.
Anti-hero, maybe.
Yeah, representing order and chaos.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm looking at something. Trying to remember what was the name of
Steve.
the from the series Helsing. What was the name of the pistols at Alucard?
I've never seen it. I don't know.
Carried. He had these big fucking guns. One was
What? I have not been more evil. Screw you. Anyway,
Been receiving reports of unauthorized drones patrolling the Warren. Since they're not ours, you should look into them. It also sounds like the Dustmen are planning a quarantine break.
All right.
One other thing. Tell your friend Zeke to stop calling me. If he wants to play hero and track down leads, that's his business. But I don't need to hear about it.
Zeke, what the hell are you doing?
So a shard around here somewhere. There you are.
Yep.
Up. What are you upping?
Oh, just when he leaps and like, hup.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yep.
almost missed. Like he almost missed.
And then actually missed. No, almost this time.
That's not a ladder, that's just a shadow.
I made it all the way to mist this time.
You made it to mist? Alright, he went all the way to another game.
Imagine this guy being in that game.
Oh boy.
You get angry at a puzzle, you just fry it with lightning.
Exactly. That's my way of solving puzzles.
Sounds about right to me.
I got big news tonight. I finally learned the identity of the terrorist. That's right. I know the name of the man who destroyed our city and sentenced us to life in this hell. This is Paul McGrath. Terrorist.
This guy's a dick. I hate him.
Grade A
It's like, turn Alex Jones off.
Right?
Funny is, like, you can just switch names between things, because if I had been about, 30 years ago, someone would turn Rush Limbaugh off.
And in between it was Bill O'Reilly.
Bill O'Reilly, or who's that other guy? Glenn Beck.
Glenn Beck. These guys, we've also got Hassan Pike. Actually, this guy gives me more of a Hassan Piker vibe, because he looks kind of like him.
Who's the other guy? Tucker Carlson.
He goes back and forth.
Tucker. It's just,
Sometimes he'll say something reasonable and you get confused, and then he goes back to being crazy again. But no matter what, he'll always look confused while he's doing it.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like,
Good old infamous Tucker face.
face. Tucker face? I hardly know her.
Somebody should do a remix of do a parody on Poker Face, but Tucker Face.
Jesus.
Tucker Face, Tucker Face.
Oh, jeez. I hardly know her.
That'd be pretty good.
I gotta go back and find that stupid Soviet Womble. There was a thing in the Soviet Womble videos. They had some rule of like, if somebody makes a "that's what she said" joke and nobody laughs in 10 seconds, you get kicked. And then also reminded me of the time that Cyanide made a joke. They were like, I think they're playing DayZ. And they're in the
first problem.
I don't know. That thing is among many indie games. It's it's not gonna be 100% perfect. But then again, I know a bunch of AAA games that make that look like a masterpiece. So
no game is perfect. Oh, hold on. I hear a thingy. All right, hold on. We're gonna look at a little dialogue bit here.
Audio recording of Kessler follows.
Experiment number 34J. Placing a male rat of average size into a lead box. The ray sphere is in a secondary chamber adjacent to test subject. All previous experiments have ended in instantaneous death of the subject. Closing the lid, activating the ray sphere. Ray sphere is cycling down, and wait. I can hear the subject moving. Unbelievable! It's flying! Damn it! Shoot it! Shoot it!
It's like, inconceivable.
Super rat.
It's like, unbelievable. It almost sounded like Wallace Shawn the Princess Bride.
Yeah.
Inconceivable.
Man, that was a fun movie, though.
Yeah, it was. That
Sounds
reminds
sad.
me. There was a... right now, they're making WWE figures of, like, wrestlers who've been in movies. The first lineup had... I know they had a John Cena figure from when he was in the most recent Fast and Furious movie. As one... Let's see. I think it was The Rock from the Fast and Furious movies. And then one that looked like Roddy Piper from They Live. And that would be the one I would want the most.
Yeah, classic.
Got the shotgun and the sunglasses.
I would personally go for Roddy Piper in Saints Row.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
That was a good one.
That. The second wave, I know they're going to be doing they'll have a Rock from Scorpion King.
Mm-hmm.
There's one of Roman Reigns from the Hobbs and Shaw movie. And then a weird one. Okay, Roman Reigns is a wrestler. He's actually the nephew.
The movie.
Hobbs and Shaw is a spin-off of the Fast and Furious movies. That's Dwayne
gross.
Johnson and Jason Statham.
That's why I don't know or care.
Yeah, that's one of those ridiculous action.
I like ridiculous action, but having it all revolve around cars just made me bored.
Yeah, not as much cars in there. It's an interesting one because it's got, like I said, it's Johnson and Statham. Idris Elba plays the bad guy in that, which is interesting.
You don't see that very often.
And at one point, they got to go back to Rock's character's home, which is like, I guess, Samoan town here, where we meet all of his family. One of them was played by Roman Reigns, who actually is a relative of Dwayne Johnson. Well, anyways, the third figure in this series, it's Andre the Giant as Sasquatch, whom he played in an episode of The $6 Million Man. If you remember that show at all.
That's vintage. I didn't see much of it, but...
Yeah, well, in an episode, $6 Million Man meets Sasquatch, who it turns out is a robot being controlled by aliens.
Well, of course. Naturally.
And in the costume was Andre. The first time. The second appearance, I think it was like Ted Cassidy, Lurch in the outfit. But anyways, I was saying with someone, yeah, okay, nice, but I thought it would have been even cooler if they had to have a figure played by Andre. They should have made it from The Princess Bride.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah. Maybe in the next wave.
Would have been better.
It's like, maybe in the next wave they'll do like a Hogan from Suburban Commando. That would be cool.
I don't think I ever saw that either.
That was when Hogan was first trying to be a movie star. There was the movie No Holds Barred, which is centered around wrestling, so we'll go at home. Then he did the sci-fi adventure movie where he plays this outer space lawman who tracks some evil aliens to suburban America, where he's got to try and blend in. It's a comedy. No, it's called
Obviously.
Suburban Commando.
Fair enough.
Christopher Lloyd plays the dad of the family. So, yeah, a lot of fun there. And I think he rounded out that little trio at the time with the movie Mr. Nanny. Where basically it's the plot of, okay, tough guy hero has to deal with a bunch of little kids the situation. They did that again with Vin Diesel in The Pacifier.
Kindergarten Cop, etc.
Yeah, what was it? I can't remember the name of it. Some kind of thing where there's a bunch of firemen. Like John Cena had a bunch of firemen.
Yeah.
And dealing with kids.
Gross. You can't put him in a movie, though, because you can't see him.
I will say, though, the Peacemaker turned out, I think he found his niche.
Have not seen.
Yeah, it was good. And, of course, you know, from the Suicide Squad onto that, it's a superhero with a lot of dark humor in there. It's really fun. And of course, they reference a lot of other characters in the DC universe. Some of the more odd names they bring up. Like one thing they mentioned, Batmite, and there's a bit of obscure DC obscurity. Or one of the team he's assigned to watch him is said how all these other characters he'd rather be assigned to. Batmite, who's that? Little extra dimensional imp, about 3 feet tall, stands for Batman. He said, "That's for real."
Yeah, I remember you mentioning him before. Yeah.
Yes, and I'd rather be with him than you right now.
Yeah, but when do they go up against the Condiment King, though? That's the question.
That would be an interesting one. I'm surprised no one's brought it. Maybe in the next Suicide Squad movie. Who knows?
I'm not surprised nobody has. He seems really lame.
Oh,
Oh no! Don't squirt me with ketchup.
Somebody mentioned that. I think it may have been Robert Pattinson that brought him up in some kind of reference to Batman. But what was funny was, this is something related to what I was talking about. James Gunn will be doing a voice in the Harley Quinn animated series. It's on HBO Max right now. Yeah, it's on HBO Max. It's a very
can't be worse than her own movie, right?
This one actually better. Very dark humor and a lot of violence, and it actually works where Birds of Prey failed.
I didn't even bother seeing that, but everything I've heard about it.
I was curious, but just looking at everything about it said this is not going to be at all.
Then, of course, like there was the Batgirl TV show. Which is also...
Oh, Batwoman.
Batwoman, yeah.
Yeah, again,
massive failure there, apparently.
Yeah, you heard about the new upcoming Ms. Marvel series.
I heard there was going to be one.
Yeah, that's looking at there, and they said they're going to change almost everything, like the background or the origin of her powers. They're going to change her power set, everything, and people are complaining about this and that. And said, you know what? I kind of would complain too, considering looking at what power she has. I know what other hero they're ripping it off from. But then again, I said, oh, wait a minute. I just remembered. I don't care about this character anyway, so why do I care about what the series is doing?
I mean, they should just have her have whatever powers she's got in the comics.
Yeah, they
which I don't even know, but just stick with whatever the accurate thing is.
Yeah, they haven't really. Marvel hasn't made a new character that I've actually cared about.
You should clear them out. Get the train moving again.
One thing I wouldn't mind seeing a little bit about is Silk. She seems like an interesting concept.
Right. But I always said, it's like the last time Marvel came up with a brand new character that I gave a damn about it was Deadpool.
I don't know when they invented Silk, but I know that she was secretly in the recent movies.
Oh, really? Yeah, she came about in the aughts.
Yeah, she was apparently in the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies.
Oh, really?
She was one of the kids in his classes in high school.
Oh, cool.
But they never went into it. Her name got mentioned as being a classmate, and then if you happen to... I happened to come across some information about her and found out about it after the fact. But
I'm surprised they didn't try to stick Miles Morales into that last Spider-Man
I think her name is Cindy Moon or something like that.
Let's see.
Which is the name that got dropped during the during one of the movies.
Yeah.
She's a Korean girl.
Yeah.
I don't know if she had her powers yet at that point. I don't know what her story is. I don't know. What is it about her powers that's different, if anything?
She first appeared in 2014. Wow.
She's got a cool costume, though.
Oh, yeah.
I like her costume.
Very good. I've seen enough cosplayers wearing that thing and wear that about as much as they wear the Spider-Gwen outfit.
Spider-Gwen is also a good costume.
Let's see.
And Miles Morales. I like his. Whoops. I like his black and red get up that he does.
So basically, she's got Spider-Man powers. That's about it. Wall crawling.
Found a listing. It's the same.
Wall crawling, superhuman strength, speed, stamina, durability, agility, equilibrium, reflexes,
webs,
danger sense, organic webbing generation.
Okay, so she makes her own webs rather than having to science the webs.
Right. So yeah.
Fuck. This is a nasty ambush. I need to take these people out before I move the cars.
So yeah, basically it was she got her powers at the same place and time as Peter Parker. Okay.
That's a bit of a ripoff.
Yeah, well, that's like Marvel in the last decade or so cannot come up with anything original. Oh, of course. Well, that makes all the sense. She was created by Dan Slott, Mr. Unoriginality himself.
Should have mixed her up a little bit, like they did with Miles Morales. He's got a couple of new powers on top of everything else.
Right.
Like, I don't think he's got the level of invention that Peter Parker does.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have all like the gadgets, like the drones and the trackers and things, but he's a taser and he can turn invisible, apparently.
He's got the spider physiology, much like Peter Parker. He can make venom blasts like Spider-Woman can do.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Basically, he can give off electric shocks from...
Oh, yeah, that's the taser thing I mentioned. Why do they call it venom blasts if it's electricity?
Who knows? Basically, it's what they called it when it was like Jessica Drew's Spider-Man. It's always been... So basically, instead of ripping it off from Spider-Man, they rip it off from Spider-Woman. And apparently he's got camouflage powers, so...
Yeah, just invisibility.
Yeah.
Maybe not strict invisibility, maybe camouflage, but still, either way.
Yeah. And I only knew a lot of that set because I got the character as a playable in Marvel Strike Force. I've been playing that game. I like it.
They should have put some sort of twist. Well, I guess they put a slight twist on Silk in the sense that she creates her own webs rather than having to science goo her webs. But apart from that, she seems identical.
That was an interesting thing they did on what was it? In the current Spider-Man movie, where all three Spider-Mans.
Just so you know, I haven't seen the new movie yet.
Well, as you know, I
don't know anything about it except for what happened in the other two.
Yeah, we have the other two there, so we get what's his name, Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire again.
Andrew Garfield's there. What's he doing there?
Wasn't that his name? The one that played in the Amazing Spider-Man movies?
Yeah? What's he doing
there?
Yeah.
All three Spider-Man men meet in this.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and there's a part where they're working together, and we find out, because in the Tobey Maguire ones, his webbing comes organically from him, whereas the other two have to make the web shooters. And when he can just throw off like that, did that come out of you? Yeah, that's not how you do it? No!
They're like, that's both gross and cheating.
But, yeah. So...
It's funny that they brought in Andrew Garfield, though, because very few people cared much for those movies.
And then,
I didn't see his second one, but I thought his first one was okay.
it seems this current storyline within the Marvel Universe seems to be the whole multiverse thing. We had that with WandaVision. Now we got that.
I mean, they've had multiverse stuff going on for a while, but I guess maybe they're focusing on it more now.
Yeah, we had that in that. In fact, Doctor Strange appears in the new Spider-Man movie. And that starts getting further the whole multiverse thing. And now we're going to have the new Doctor Strange movie, Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
And I don't know
Give me some more Cumberbatch.
I don't know what it's about, but the next Ant-Man and Wasp movie is going to be called Quantumania.
So that's their version of Spider-Verse, I guess.
And we've also kind of done a multiverse exploration in the Loki series.
Yeah, that was his whole thing, right?
Right. So that's kind of be what
they really are obsessed with that right now.
Current crop of DC. Well, after Infinity War, we got to come up with something new to push things along. I mean, everything kind of led up to Thanos in all the Marvel movies, so now we got to.
Yeah, it's like that story is wrapped. Let's do something new.
And considering what we saw in Loki, we may get a whole big, like the main villain might be Kang.
I'm trying to remember who that is.
He's a villain who travels through time. Kang the Conqueror.
Sounds like trouble.
Yeah, he's been a regular big villain against the Avengers. Let's see.
What does he do other than time travel? Like, do you have powers? Is he like a non-powered guy?
He's like super genius scientist, so kind of on the level of somebody like Iron Man or Mr. Fantastic.
Okay. Does he have powers though?
I don't know if I don't think he has his own powers.
So he's more Iron Man then.
Right.
Because Mr. Fantastic also has powers. But.
Yeah, he has powers, but he also has all these amazing gadgets and weapons along with it. But anyways.
Can't hide anything from me.
How do I get in there? Guess I can just go through the tracks. Yeah. There's been so many of these shows coming out that I've been just missing out on.
Except for just being big and tough, Thanos had no real superpowers. He just had all his space weaponry and ships, and then he got
until he started getting the gems. But that was the gems, not him. Yeah.
Right. It's almost the same thing with Kang. He's super intellect. He's also master tactician, strategist, very, I guess, charismatic leader. Since he's got all these minions behind him. Apparently he is a ruler of a far future, like an alternate future Earth.
Nah.
So that's the thing.
Does he actually come from there, or did he just time travel to it and take it over?
It's hard to tell. That's the thing with being a time traveler. Things history can change.
Yeah. Or the future can change.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. I mean, yeah. Right.
And he's had many different identities where it's thought like, okay, there's been other villains and other characters show up that are just another alternate aspect of Kang. One of whom was a member of the Avengers briefly. This was on the Young Avengers, where we got characters like Hulkling and Wiccan from. He appeared as Iron Lad because he had this like high-tech armor and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually it's found out he was let's just say from our future but Kang's past.
Yeah.
So another aspect of him at one point said, to keep timeline straight, he would have to accept his destiny, so he left the group. It was a weird thing, but yeah. Oh, they said, okay, I've seen now Disney Plus is getting all the Netflix Marvel shows.
Okay.
And they will be keeping them as is, intact, no cutting or nothing for...
Good. Don't mess around.
Right, they ain't gonna kidify them or... So that would be cool.
Oh?
I don't know if I want to spoil too much, but a character from one of those Netflix shows...
Which show?
Well, appears in the Spider-Man.
Before you say... Oh, okay.
So I'm not going to say which one.
I see. The which show part would have been the spoiler. Okay.
Right.
I had it backwards.
Yeah.
I thought you were spoiling the show, not the movie.
Yeah, I was going to say which... I was about to say which character it was when I said, oh, no, it would spoil it. And I can't even tell you which show because that would spoil it.
There's a lot of the shows, though, so that does leave it a mystery.
Yeah, but yeah, you'll see it. You'll see him when know him when he shows up.
Might be over there. Oh, through the wall.
They mess around with actual Marvel continuity within the comics, and they're like, because what was it in the Hawkeye show on Disney Plus? They introduced the character of Kate Bishop.
Yeah.
But apparently, in this, one of the characters in there, her stepfather, is supposed to be another. Well, he's a Marvel character. He's been kind of off and on again. He's been hero and villain at one point or another.
Mm-hmm. Remember they put Kate Bishop in to an expansion for the Avengers game.
Yeah.
Now it's just like, well, we already had Hawkeye. Why do we need another Hawkeye?
I was doing that. Like I said, this game, Marvel Strike Force, it's free to play
keep
mobile game. But I've unlocked a lot of good characters in there. And some of the things, if they have a certain category and are part of a certain team, they can actually do stuff like team-up moves, like Captain America and Iron Man, where Iron Man fires a big repulsor blast, which Captain America reflects off his shield and like hit multiple enemies at once.
Nice.
And I think if you got Wolverine and Colossus together, they do the old fastball special.
Mm-hmm. Classic.
Which, if you know that one.
That's a classic.
Yep. That was the one thing I liked about the third X-Men movie, was when I saw it, I was like,
did they do
it? The fastball special, yes!
I haven't seen that one, or... See, I've seen X-Men 1 and 2, and I've seen First Class, and that's it.
Yeah. And, yeah, because... like, they're being attacked by sentinels, and he chunks it at one, it disappears, it gets into the mist, and all of a sudden you see a sentinel head come crashing to the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one
thing.
That's one thing in the Spider-Man movies they have not explored yet. Maybe we'll get that if they do further ones. Is the Clone Saga. They have not done that yet.
Oh, telephone.
Kessler and Sasha had a very public falling out today. No real details about what prompted it, but it concluded with Sasha physically attacking Kessler. I was ordered to escort Sasha from the premises, which I did. As she left, Sasha turned and looked at me and said that she'd be back, that we'll suffer and die by her hand. Gotta admit, the look on her face freaked me out a bit. I expect to be reassigned to Kessler.
She's stable and sane.
Stable genius.
No, she's not Trump.
I was like, you know, when you said phone call, I said part. I was like, probably gonna help pay off Alfred help pay off our student loans or extend our car's warranty.
Yeah, man, who just calls themselves a stable genius out of nowhere? That's a weird thing to say.
A guy who is neither.
Right?
Yeah. It's kind of like in what was it, Game of Thrones? It's like anyone who keeps having trying to remind people he's the king is no king.
Seriously.
When Joffrey's like, I am the king. It's like, you have to keep saying it.
Doesn't make it true.
And probably makes
Only
it
by
less
technicality.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
I'm here to help, Ossifer. If you try to electrifying the bad guys.
Why no,
for me.
drunk? I'm not officer.
I'm not as think as you drunk I am.
Listen, can you pull some cool moves? I want to take some pictures.
The only moves I've got are cool moves, guy.
That's everything.
See that shit? That was pretty cool. Oh, look at them. There's a whole bunch of guys here now.
Yeah, keep it up. Just need a few more pics.
What is this, Pokemon Snap?
Yep. Gotta zap them all.
I remember this Blockbuster in my town had a little like a Pokemon Snap game there in the store.
Yeah, keep it up. Just need a few more pics.
And now he's Peter Parker. Parker,
What?
I want those pictures of Spider-Man on my desk till afternoon.
Yeah. Go.
Yeah, keep it up. Just need a few more pics.
Yeah. Execute a thunder drop. Oh, you might want to get out of the way for this one. This one's a bit dangerous.
Awesome. Just need a couple more pictures.
That's a terrible picture. You're really bad at this. You might want a new job.
Awesome. Just need a couple more pictures.
Yeah.
You need one more exactly like those last two. I don't know why I need 3 of them.
Awesome. Just need a couple more pictures.
Those guys in the background need to calm down. Okay, guy? Here, I'll electrocute you, and then you'll feel better.
Yes. Invigorating.
Production grind. That means... What are these thingies?
Awesome. Just need a couple more pictures.
That one's an okay picture. I would love it if you didn't say the exact same thing every time, though. Awesome. Just need a few more pictures.
Pictures.
Yeah. Okay, he didn't say it that time. Good. Hey, you. Calm down. Have a nap.
Jeez, buddy, it's just a little electrocution. You act like somebody hurt you.
Calm down, buddy.
And that's a better guy. It's like, buddy guy, great guitarist.
I hear good things about that guy. He's a good buddy. Not quite a Holly, but at least a buddy.
Yeah, what was it? Oh God, what was it? There was I can't remember what this video series, The Table, where the guy is like plays each of the states. I guess a human representative of each state, or representations, I should say.
Yeah.
And I can't remember. I don't know if it's Vermont or one of the other more northern states, but he's always carrying around a big 2-liter Verner's ginger ale.
Yeah. That's a good brand name in general, though.
I have not had that. I've had Canada Dry and Schweppes, never Verner's.
I think they do other types of pop as well. If I remember correctly. Like root beer and stuff.
It's like
they're pretty good quality.
Try. Saturday night, I've got no date, 2-liter Shasta, and my all Rush mixtape. Let's do this. And next thing he's got his little allotment on. Plays Space Invaders. Old Tom Sawyer plays.
Whee! Ah, heck. That's bad. Oh, that's really bad. Oh no. Yeah, I fucked it up.
Somebody put in here on Twitter, the Mario Kart DLC is downloaded onto my Switch, but it isn't yet playable. I'm outside Coconut Mall like, let me in!
Mm-hmm. Why are you closed?
Oh man. Been posting a lot of things. You heard about wrestler Scott Hall passed away this week.
Never heard of him.
He's better known in the WWF as Razor Ramon.
Okay, I've heard of that.
And then he and Kevin Nash, Diesel, left to go work for WCW, where they were the Outsiders, and then they allied with Hulk Hogan when he turned bad guy, became the New World Order. But when him and Nash left, apparently the Razor Ramon and Diesel names were property of WWF, so this went by their actual names.
Hulk Hogan's wearing green shorts now and he's going Hail Hydra.
Oh dear.
I like how they did that with Cap in the movies. They like give a nod to it, but in a way that made sense.
Oh yeah.
But I've seen pictures of Captain America in like full out green outfit and stuff.
That was during the Secret Empire storyline, which came shortly before they did those movies.
I'm assuming he was either undercover or mind controlled or something.
Basically, okay, there's a thing within the Marvel Universe called a cosmic cube. There's some alien artifact that can basically alter reality. If wielded by a superior enough mind. And S.H.I.E.L.D. was using it basically to turn all the worst super criminals into average ordinary citizens, which they stuck in some little suburban village here. This is during the standoff storyline.
Mm-hmm.
And basically things started to go wrong, and the cube had actually evolved to take a human shape. And it looked like a little girl. Well, in the end, they took everything back, but the Red Skull managed to get a hold of the cosmic cube, and that's where he basically altered Steve Rogers' past, where he became an agent of Hydra.
Yeah, I knew it was some sort of fuckery of some sort.
Yep, and managed to put him into the super soldier program so that he would... Yeah, it was a... But that was it. Red Skull fucking around with the timeline. but something happened between the Cosmic Cube and Steve's own will, where he shows back up, and so you've got the Captain America we know and the Hydra Captain having
that's
a big
weird.
fight at the end. It was a
Power somehow manifested a separate body.
Yeah, sort of like we get both versions.
Or pulled another version of himself from a different timeline, maybe.
Yeah.
City of Heroes did something similar. They had 3 different versions of their main protagonist, like sort of Superman type guy.
Yeah.
From different timelines. One of the which I quite liked. They had an alternate universe where Germany won World War II and took over the world.
Oh yeah.
And so this character, his name is the Statesman. He's like, think of like a Superman kind of guy, but he wears like a big star on his chest.
Right.
And he was raised in America. So in this version, because America was already under German rule around that time, his super patriotism, instead of being like the Statesman, he was now the Reichsman.
Yeah.
And evil.
They kind of had that. They kind of explored that in what was it? In the Captain Britain comics, where you've got all these different Captain Britons from every alternate Earth.
Mm-hmm.
And that was kind of where we established that our reality is what's called Earth 616. That's the number our Earth exists on. But there was even an alternate one where you had Captain, spelled with a K, Britain.
1K or 3?
1K. Kaptin. Like sort of a German... Captain Britain. Oh my god, I love it. I'm looking at... there's a book I have to get. It's called How the World Remade Hollywood. Global Interpretations of Iconic Films. And I know a lot of the ones they're listing in here. Like, different countries made their rip-off of a... I've seen like there was a Russian remake of The Hobbit. Remember that one? There's been a couple of Italian remakes of Batman.
Yeah, I remember seeing
Turkish version of Star Wars.
I saw a poster for something called Italian Spider-Man, but it was just some guy in a moped. It didn't look anything like Spider-Man.
That was a spoof. That right there was meant to spoof those kind of movies. I was making fun of the Italian knockoffs, or just all these other world knockoff. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Lately, they've begun to resource thanks to cherry-picked YouTube clips, but why and how are this made in the first place? The book tells the little-known stories of the wily filmmakers who made an Italian 007 flick by casting Sean Connery's brother. I know that one. It's called Operation Kid Brother, also known as Operation Double 007.
That's pretty on the nose.
Yeah. Produced a Turkish space opera by stealing a print of Star Wars. I know that one. Yeah, that sounds great. In fact, I'm gonna send this one off to a couple. Well, I know one guy already got a hold of it. Let's send him off to.
There we go.
Yep. I'm gonna send this one off to. Let's see. There we go. I'm sending this link off to a couple of guys I know would love this. There's Mr. X of Geek Juice, mystery editor who edits a lot of his shows, and Brandon Tenold, who, if you haven't seen his stuff, is a lot of fun to watch. He's on YouTube and he reviews crazy movies like that. Boom. Done.
Where are you jerks? There you are. Punching you all the way to the ground. Stop grabbing everything, Cole. Jeez. This is why you keep having to go talk to HR.
Ooh, that looks good. Somebody... I don't know, somebody put it's a ice cream cone, and it's got like kind of like Lucky Charms marshmallows sprinkled on it.
Gross.
That sounds good. Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
No thanks.
Rainbow marshmallow. I can't look at Lucky Charms without thinking of one thing now, and that's the movie Talladega Nights. The one with Will Ferrell as the race car driver.
Yeah.
And he's having a confidence problem, and his dad basically, well, we tell him things like, hey, how does stock car racing first come? It's like, oh, moonshiners, and they souped up their cars to run from the law. Says, yep, well, in the spirit of that, I have taped 2 kilos of cocaine somewhere in your car, and I've called the cops. And you hear sirens approaching in the distance, so he jumps in the car and zoom, and leads a chase, finally evading the cops, pull it up in some clearing in the forest where they can't see him, and he jumps out of the car, starts searching everywhere, reaches underneath, pulls his plastic bag out, rips it open, and finds not cocaine, but cereal. And a note said, "Dear son, how's it feel to go fast again? Love, Dad. P.S. I wouldn't recommend snorting these Lucky Charms."
Thanks.
That's funny.
I can save a lot of lives with these supplies.
All right.
Whoosh.
Walk the dogs. I don't like these missions.
But this looks pretty good. I might save this link to a later time. Put that in pending.
Excuse me, sir.
I remember there was even a knockoff of the Rocky Horror Picture Show made in Egypt. And I remember
really
just to show you how much they're ripping off. There's one part where a character is getting dressed and he puts on a Rocky Horror Picture Show t-shirt.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Very on the nose.
Yeah. I was like, we don't care. We're in Egypt. What are they going to do? Because probably they knew their movies would never be seen outside of their own countries. In fact, the only time that I think one of these movies probably ever got in trouble was an Italian-made movie called The Last Shark that the makers of Jaws actually went over that. In fact, that movie, while it exists, they didn't get rid of it entirely, but it cannot be legally shown or sold here in America to this day.
Sounds about right. Hello. Also, hello, Meadow Gamer. How's it going today?
Hey.
Oh. Well, the dog disappeared. I think maybe the guy must have gotten hit in the crossfire of that fight.
Hmm.
I'll have to wait for them to assign the quest to a new NPC.
What in the world? Oh, dear God. I hope that's not what I think it is.
It probably is.
Somebody, okay, you know, you've heard of the personality known as Chris Chan, right?
Nah.
You know his little character he made up, Sonichu?
Mm-hmm. Totally original character, do not steal.
Yeah, they made, there's a picture, and it looks like his, I'm being kind of thinking, art style. It's a green Sonichu, or some creature like that, and somebody posted saying, Happy St. Patrick's Day. I was like, no.
Yeah.
Nope.
Enjoy your St. Patty's Day in jail.
I want to do the meme of Steve Carell and Nelson. Nope, don't like that.
Would you get off the railings, Cole? God damn it. You know Chris Chan's in jail now, eh?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Guess who's out of jail after only like less than a week? Jussie Smollett. After he got
already?
sent for like, yeah. Oh, of course
Gross.
they play like, oh, he's having psychological problems and he's having this.
I mean, that I agree with.
Anxiety attack attacks. He's afraid for his life, and I said,
he was afraid for his life before he went in.
Like, you know, they're saying, you know, he was on suicide watch. You know, when he's going out the
yeah, did you hear his speech about that?
Like, I'm not suicidal. It's like, yeah, right. You're making us think that so you're making us think you are. So I don't know. And everybody, all these other actors saying, coming to the defense, and it's like, oh, he was so nice to work with, and it's like, yeah, but that don't mean he still didn't fake this whole thing. And I'm sorry that it's shown he faked the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you know there are penalties, there are laws against this thing that we're supposed to about like filing a false report and wasting police time.
Yeah.
Definitely. And they're saying the sentence is too harsh. I said he actually got off light. Usually the charges he got would have carried the 3-year prison term. And here's the thing. They kept saying he's not officially in a prison. He's in like county jail, which is basically, you know, one of the easiest places to stay. You know. You know.
Did I open the lightning struck? I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
What is that? Also, I'm having a hard time doing this darn thing. Yeah. There. Okay. Now. What?
Now I know where to look.
Alright. Back up top. Wish I'd noticed that I needed to do that before I went up, but I think it's on the next one over anyway, so that's okay. Alright, after I finish this thing, I'm gonna have a little quick break, grab a new drink.
Now somebody's showing Adam Savage's latest one-day build is a helmet-mounted dart cannon.
What?
Yeah, apparently Adam Savage, formerly of Mythbusters, has built a helmet-mounted Nerf dart cannon. Like, it's got a...
How does it control it?
He's got like some little thing in his hand with a thumb trigger, so
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So he just like triggers it whenever he wants and it just shoots where he's looking, I guess?
Yeah, right.
Huh. That sounds kind of cool.
Of course, in one scene, he's wearing like a tuxedo there, like it's some kind of Bond gadget.
Isn't it?
That
sounds fair to me.
A little too more obvious than most Bond gadgets.
Yeah, they're usually more subtle, but I mean, you know, this is the prototype, right? So you can make a more subtle one somehow. Build one into my Piff helmet. There you go.
There you go. See, yeah, perfect. I was like,
with tranquilizer darts.
Eddie Izzard said, like, you never see Bond go back to Q. It was like, hey, Q. That's the stuff they didn't use. Fucking pointless it was. Yes, watch, it turns into a hamster. What was the point of that?
A hamster. That hamster is the point.
This hat, you press a button, turns into a foosball table. Absolutely hilarious. The jam trousers, was that your idea? On, pull his cord, releases jam. Fucking useless.
But jam? But it's jam, that's not useless.
And they always said, you notice he always had the gadget needed right then and there. Like he's in a swimming pool, it's suddenly full of sharks. Got a little breathing apparatus, sticks at him, swims away. You never once see him like, oh shit, I've left it in the hotel.
Where's my bat shark repellent when I need it?
Now I've got my jam trousers. Oh well, here goes the thing. Shark swim. Hang on, he's wearing jam trousers. Let's go away, shall we?
Invaluable. Reminds me there's some RPGs, like tabletop RPGs, that have rules where you can just make up shit on the fly as to what you have with you, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Or like they'll have like a thing you can buy in the equipment tables that's like, pay this much money for some sort of bag of unspecified stuff, and it's like 5 times you can pull something out of this bag and it's whatever you need at the moment. Kind of thing. Meadow, I have finished the game previously, but not on this particular playthrough yet. Okay, quick break.
All right.
Time for a pee and grab a new drink.
Yep.
We'll be back in about a minute.
All right.
All right. Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Oh man, somebody watching that he says more of that game nobody plays and everyone hates. It's Elden Ring.
Oh yeah. Accurate
Nobody's
description.
playing that game. No, it went nowhere. Yeah.
Yeah. Made by some small indie dev. You probably never heard of them.
That's what they get for not having enough black hairstyles in it.
For what? Sorry.
Oh yeah, somebody
No, I
complained.
didn't catch what you said. I didn't catch what you said.
I said, well, if nobody plays it, everybody has it, hates it. That's what they get for not having enough black hairstyles in your character.
Oh, hairstyles. Okay.
Yeah, that was actually one of these game. I'm using the hugest air quotes. You can see them from orbit. Journalists
Yeah.
had to complain about that. They wouldn't have enough in your character creator, enough ethnic hairstyles in it.
Sad.
And I said, and I bet you anything if they had more of them, you complain about being, the black character, cultural appropriation. Right,
Yeah.
that's it. What was that one in Animal Crossing? Because you could give the little double buns to the character isn't black, so that's cultural appropriation. It's like, not just black people who can do that kind of hairstyle.
Anybody can do any hairstyle they want. It's all dumb.
I know. It's just like, you don't want to be included. Being inclusive, and then you want to exclude everybody.
Right.
Make up your damn mind.
What, do you want every culture in the world to be limited to only being allowed to use things they made themselves? That's not very good scientific advancement. Indeed. Okay. There's another shard somewhere. Possibly up top. Easier to go up this way. Also need to tap this.
Audio recording of Kessler follows.
Experiment 52C. A full-grown male chimpanzee is connected to the ray sphere via 6 electrodes. Mitch, go ahead and turn the meter to 10. The subject is experiencing minor discomfort. Turn it up to 15. Interesting. Let's go to 20. Subject is now in obvious pain and is bleeding from the nose and ears. Go up to 28, Mitch. Damn it. Well, that didn't work as I expected. Mitch, get someone in here to clean that up.
Really? He's bleeding at 20 and you didn't think 28 was going to hurt him more? I thought you were a scientist.
I was saying with a chimpanzee, it's like, do you want a Planet of the Apes? Because that's how you get a Planet of the Apes.
No, I don't think he wants Planet of the Apes. I think he wants Shit, what's his name? Grodd?
Oh yeah, I'm just saying, experiment
Gorilla
on
Grodd.
apes that never turns out well. Gorilla Grodd, yeah. Never turns out good. Either
Kneel
get
before
Gorilla Grodd.
Grodd.
Actually, well, I think you're mixing things, but yeah.
I am.
Yeah. See,
But it's funny
that's
how
the thing.
Superman gets so many similar sounding villain names. He's got Grodd and Zod. And...
Because Grodd came from this, like, lost city somewhere in the jungle, which was full of, like, apes just like him. They were all apes living at human, talking, he wasn't a science experiment. That was just the way they happen. All his people happen to be.
They're just like that.
Now, if you want to talk about something resulted from a science experiment in DC Universe, that was Titano. It was a 60-foot chimpanzee. Like, I am talking to the lady. Would you mind not shooting at me?
Right in the back, too.
That's happened. That happened to me in a lot of RPGs or MMOs. It's like, yeah, I know it's a game mechanic will attack you. It's like, but I am busy here. I will get to you in a minute. Carry on with your thuggery with other people.
Pardon me. Take a frickin' number, will you guys? What? How?
Whoosh.
Elden Ring. Just have to do a quick multi-takedown.
I'm looking at stupid Elden Ring again. I can't. Whenever I do that, I start singing like the stupid Dovahkiin. I was thinking Elden Ring, but saying the Dovahkiin song.
Elden Ring? Elden Ring? Da, da, da,
Yeah.
Da, da, da.
Well, I remember Razorfist did that and he's mocking Skyrim. He started with the song Zenimax, Zenimax. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, I mean, it's fair enough because Elden Ring is basically Dark Souls, Elder Scrolls.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's Elden Scrolls.
That's almost kind of what the new that Final Fantasy game, the new Final Fantasy got a very Souls quality.
It's at least trying to be.
Yeah.
I think, anyway. I haven't played the demo.
The game I'm looking forward to from Steam coming up, besides the Dune game, is Gundam Evolution.
Oh yeah, the robot Overwatch.
Yeah,
I'm personally waiting
much.
for the Final Fantasy Stranger of Paradise to either come out on PC or until I get a PS5 someday. Although today, before stream, I was spending a little time playing some Explore a Romanian Castle and Run Away from Big Steppy Mummy game.
Steppy Mummy.
She's a big mummy.
To quote from Deuce Bigelow, "That's a huge bitch."
And it's actually funny because it's an extra level appropriate because she is actually a mother.
Yeah.
At least in a sense, anyway. She has 3 underlings she calls her daughters, at least. I don't... It's not literal, but...
Yeah.
She calls them that.
Yeah.
And she is big.
Is he big?
She real big.
Looking at,
She's a little angry at me because I killed her daughters. Oh, well.
She's a little bit angry.
They killed my NPC again. Damn it.
You ever heard like a song playing in your head and you don't know why? It's just a song you remember, and then what makes it even weirder is later on, like you'll turn on the radio or something, there's the song playing, and I think, okay, that is just
That's weird.
yeah, it happened one time. It's like, I know, I can get why I'm thinking of the song. That's a song I used to like a lot, so yeah, it would randomly pop in. But the fact the minute I get in the car and turn on the radio, it starts playing. It's like, okay, that's I don't know if that was a portent of good or bad things.
Weird things. Hurry it up, boys. Oh, Tazy. Get back in your cagey.
Go nuts.
That's a very jaunty song about evil corporations, though. Yeah. Wagey, get back in your cagey. It's a song about Amazon employees.
Yep. I was watching. God. Hey, ever watch The Angry Video Game Nerd?
You're not going anywhere.
You've heard of him, right? People who aren't angry.
Now, he's I guess one of the original like YouTube influencers. I don't know if you want to call him that, but you know, he's one of the longest running guys with a regular YouTube channel and series. He's originally the angry Nintendo nerd, and then expanded beyond just Nintendo games. But he was telling a game that I don't know if I remember it or not. I mean, the cover of the game looked kind of generic. It's called The Last Ninja, and it was like one of the more impossible to play games. Like, who developed this? Because the movement, everything from the movement to just picking up objects or fight mechanics, nothing really seems to work like a video game should. But I love how the opening credits for this video has him with an old like tube TV set. This thing's got to be.
Get going.
Like, you know, he's got like the little clicker knob on there, changing the channels. Even has the buttons adjusting the tint and contrast.
Yeah, I had one of those.
Like, oh boy. I told this story before. I don't know if you've been there when I told it. When we got, I think the first new TV that was there if I was born was this TV got, and instead of having the little where you turn the dial, it was all push button on the front. So, you know, had an up and down, volume up and down channel, and this on and off button.
I knew somebody who had like one of those push button things that's like a separate control panel.
Right.
So it's like wired to the TV.
Right. But I remember my dad, by that point I was in my teens or something, Dad was all I do was like, well, like, what do you think? While you're up, change the channel. In other words, get up and change it. And I remember this was one summer, and being bored, was looking around the house, found in the storeroom, found an old pool cue, and kind of playing with it. And then I was like, kind of lay on the couch watching TV and kind of rolling the pool cue back and forth and looking at the TV. I want to change channels, and then it occurred to me, I take up the pool cue, and from the couch, due to it being push buttons, I could change the channel, turn it on and off, do everything.
Let's try.
Not have to get off the couch.
There you go.
So one night, I thought I kept the pool cue now under the couch, because that's kind of where I'd be, laying on the couch, where Mom and Dad were each in their chairs. So...
Yeah, the original remote control, eh?
Right, and Dad one night said, hey, while you're up, change the channel. I'll reach under the couch, take out the pool cue, and start changing channels with the pool cue. Dad was at a complete loss for words. Mom lost her shit. It was the funniest thing she'd ever seen. I gotcha.
He's like, why didn't I ever think of that? All right. That's the side missions we've got available for now.
Yep.
Let's do some story, shall we?
Story. Damn.
I know, right? Weird. These little bastard things.
Dustmen think if they load hostages on their boats, the military will back down and let them pass through the quarantine.
And let me guess, the guys with the guns aren't gonna play ball.
All forces positioned along the quarantine line have standing shoot-on-sight orders. Any vessel attempting to cross the harbor will be destroyed. No questions asked. You're going to have to find all of the hostage boats and disable their engines. If those boats leave, a lot of innocent people are going to die.
I don't want that blood on my hands, Moya, but I really don't see what this has to do with our deal.
If I can't maintain control of this situation, I will be replaced. They'll bomb the island and you'll be a fugitive. No deal, no nothing. You understand?
Yeah, sure.
Good. Don't ever take that tone with me again.
You got told. Ooh, got a 2-for-1 deal on that one.
Oh god, this is awful. So I made a little cartoon. Okay, there's a guy like a hotel bed. He's on the phone, and the other pictures of at the front desk. He said, "I'd like a wake-up call, please." He says, "The Federal Reserve wants to take over all private bank accounts and manage them through a social credit system." It's like, god damn, that's a wake-up call.
Welcome to China.
Like a wake-up call. There you go. Oh, boy.
That would be a terrifying nightmare of a situation, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know
But
that it's
then
true in
again,
any way, but it would be terrifying.
People always talk about, they were talking they don't want to get vaccinated because they've got nanotechnology in there. They want to track us. It's like, yeah, and you're telling yourself it's that through your mobile phone. What do you think that is?
Exactly. Also, why would they want to track you anyway? What good's that going to do them?
Track your online activity. And I said, what are they going to find out?
A lot of porn, that's what.
Yeah. A lot of porn and Lego kits.
Yeah, good job on your great conspiracy there.
I was like, and this is funny. Oh yeah, and they're talking about, they got nanobots in there. It's like, I'm sorry, where are you getting this Hideo Kojima bullshit from that we have this technology?
Got some bad news, Cole. The military is mobilizing several gunships, and
I was like, I can't have to update the software on my computer with it turning blue and falling over.
I'm holding them off, but they're not going to wait forever.
I thought you said you had things under control. Maybe I should go make a deal with them.
They want results, Cole. That's all that matters. If we don't deliver, they'll find someone who will.
Ugh, that is far away. Alright.
Yep.
Yep. I don't remember if this mission has an actual time limit or if we're just talking like it does.
One fall or 10-minute time limit. Yeah, I tell people about that. It's like, remember when wrestling matches had a time limit? They'd always say, yeah, they used to be, the announcer would say, the following matches for one fall with a 10-minute time limit.
Yeah.
Of course, it would never go 10 minutes. It'd be just... Pew!
It's sniped.
Poof, bitch!
Oh man, we got a lot of firepower over here.
Yeah.
Okay, one left. It's way the hell over there. Alright, let's put a marker over here so I know when to get off the rail. Ah! Put it down. There we go. Okay. Let's go.
Hey, Trish. How's the hospital looking?
The outside is pretty trashed, but the inside is in surprisingly good shape. I've already moved a couple busloads of people over there.
Right on.
I've been thinking that we should sit down and talk sometime and figure out what happens once all this is over.
Sure. Whatever you want.
I'll talk to you.
Oh my!
Go, 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 go.
Get it.
This is the place. Thanks, Chip.
Well, get it, lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt.
That was my next thought. I just thought of that.
Damn it.
One lightning. One damage. One damage.
Hope it's not that low.
There's something. Yeah, that's like.
Where's this guy? Alright.
That's it.
That's enough out of you,
Music.
jerk.
Ooh, ouch.
Got rockets 2 now, you see? You see this shit?
Yeah. Pew! Music's starting to sound like oh, that thing, the little Kill Bill. Da da da.
Yeah, a little bit. Let's take out these gutters up here.
Hiya!
Hey, bud, I'm behind your turret now, sucker.
I'm on your roof, stealing your turret.
Killing your mans.
Yeah, so whatever. It's like, I'm on your roof, killing your men.
I'm your base, I'm killing your mans.
All your base are belong to us.
Cool off, buddy. Have a swim.
Check it out.
Looks like there's one more boat, Cole. Get over there right away.
Damn it.
What if I don't? They're gonna start dropping
Okay, it's over here. Don't get off the track around there. We're gonna have to walk around this corner though, because the part's
The
unpowered.
president signed off on the order a week ago. If the plague reaches critical threat level, he'll make the call. No questions asked.
And they'll glass the whole city. Just like that.
It's standard protocol when it comes to containing biological threats. Like it or not, Cole, you're in this all the way.
Stop arguing, Cole, and just be a nice boy.
Oh shit, that is a lot of money. I'm looking on Twitter, some guy for $125, that must be a near mint copy of Incredible Hulk 340. I know Todd McFarlane did the artwork, and it's got one of the more better cover. It's like, there's Wolverine, like snarling face, claws extended, and reflecting off the claws is the Hulk's face, snarling back at him.
What's so special about 340 in specific?
I think it was because, alright, Wolverine first appeared in the pages of the Incredible Hulk, 158 or something like that. So this is kind of like, all years later, the rematch, I guess you can say. Just the fact it's got Wolverine and the Hulk in it, let's put it that way. I forget, and let's see, 340, what year is that from? I can't really see. It's probably from the mid to late 80s, so the fact that it's, you know, about 35 years old also puts some value on it.
Yeah.
You know, if it's in real good condition.
God, I'm stuck on nothing. Alright.
Brother, I am pinned here.
Yeah.
That's a regular thing. That's from like Space Marines. Whenever you get stuck for no reason, like just stuck in the terrain, they always like, "Brother, I am pinned here."
Happens now and then in this one. There's some weird sticky terrain.
And they do the brother, get the flavor, the heavy flavor.
Indeed.
Bold word for someone in an assault cannon range.
Which is a pretty good range.
I think that was one of the Russian Badger videos. Those guys are fun to watch.
There's a Badger and a Womble.
Yeah, it's different guys though. I think neither one of them is actually Russian or Soviet. Like Soviet Womble is English, and I think.
Hold on.
But we have to play with the cards that were dealt. That's just the way it is.
Okay, you were saying?
I think Russian Badger is Canadian, so.
That is false advertising.
Yeah. That's funny. Two of the guys I follow on like Twitter and Twitch, they're both Canadian, and it's always funny if I can do something to reference something Canadian in there. No, neither one of them sounds like your stereotypical Canadian unless they use it for comedic effect. It was especially funny when they reviewed the low budget horror movie Things, which was made in is basically some Canadians ripoff of The Evil Dead.
Oh yeah.
I remember when Brandon Tennell did his YouTube video on that, and he says, "So the next time anybody tells you like how bad a movie it was, you can look them right in the face and say, 'Fuck you! I sat through Things.'"
Is it the instead of the Evil Dead? Is it the Impolite Dead?
It just has to be seen to be believed, and after seeing it, you might not still believe you sat through such a fiasco. Then again, the other guy, the Cinemasochist, he likes to do his reviews with a drunk.
All right.
He was drinking what Black Label malt liquor from one video review, and he was just getting fucked up while doing this. And Eric kept mentioning that in his chatter time. He says, yeah, I'm not messing with that stuff again.
The First Sons are using drones to search for the ray sphere. They've narrowed their search to this area.
They know anything we don't?
No, but we can't take any chances. Find the other drones in the area, shoot them down, and collect their flight recorders. And Cole, that UAV was programmed to self-destruct if it crashed. Don't know why it didn't, but the other ones might. Once you shoot them down, you have to get to them right away.
Because the self-destruct order has a timer on it, apparently.
Yeah.
It's such a video gamey thing.
Somebody was posted or something by Neil deGrasse Tyson saying that, you know, a dose of that a gamma radiation that high would have actually killed a person within days from organ failure, not turn him into a big green monster.
Well, yeah, obviously.
And it's like, yeah, what an
somebody teach this man what fiction is.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what the guy said. What an entertaining comic book that would have been.
Yeah, right?
And I said, make no mistake. I like Neil deGrasse Tyson, and a reality check now and then it's fine. But understand what fiction is. We get that real crabs don't sing under the sea. There's no need to inform us that glasses aren't an effective disguise, that Superman couldn't possibly fly. It's like, I said, I have to disagree with one of those things. I swear, one time I was walking into work, and this is when I worked for my brother-in-law. And I'm walking into work, and he's doing some paperwork, and he's got his glasses on. I just walked on by, not really thinking, oh, somebody's doing the paperwork for somebody who must be in from corporate or something. And later I looked back, and like, hey, that's you! I didn't even recognize you with the glasses on. This lends a lot of credence to the whole Clark Kent Superman thing now, doesn't it? I actually did not recognize you with the glasses.
It certainly doesn't jump out immediately, but...
Yeah. You remember the, well, I was going to say the live-action version of The Tick, but there's been more than one. The one from, I think...
The original one, I guess?
The one from Fox had Patrick Warburton as The Tick.
Yeah, that's the only one I've seen.
Yeah, but he was talking about when they had this Superman, obviously, mock-up, the Champion or something like that, and the guy was in his civilian costume, and the Tick didn't recognize him whenever he had his glasses on. He'd just take him off, and it's him again. And then he put him on, and suddenly he doesn't recognize him again. He has to take him off for the rest. And it does it several times. And I said, well, I have something to say for it. But then again, Tick's not the sharpest tool in the drawer either, is he?
I have to say, Patrick Warburton was a good choice.
Oh, yeah. I don't know who the guy was that played him in the Amazon series. He wasn't bad either.
I haven't seen that one.
He kind of reminded me a little bit more of the actual comic one, where the guy's blasting with rays and having this like, why won't you die? I don't want to. Oh God, that reminds me of something. I've been taking to play a little more Battle Royale in Call of Duty. I've just been playing multiplayer mostly. And something that's funny, if some other player gets the helicopter in Battle Royale, if you've got a gun with enough range and power, like a good LMG, I have shot helicopters down a time or two. That's fun. I've seen them as they're just taking off, blowing a million bits, or watch them slowly plummet to Earth in a plume of smoke.
Mm-hmm. That sounds satisfying.
Yeah, there's a sort of satisfaction you get from that.
That's the downside of being in the helicopter, is you're really making yourself into a big target.
Right. That's
hard to hit one, but still.
those
Also
are the
hard to
guys who try to
dodge.
come at me in the helicopter. Said, "Oh no, I ain't trying to go after you, man.
Oh,
I'm
hang
trying
on,
to get."
hang on, hang on, hang on.
No more. I'll do anything you want.
Real tough guy, aren't you?
On the contrary, I'm weak, quite weak in fact, which is why you need to learn this lesson and learn it well. Everyone has their breaking point. You, me, even dear, sweet Sasha. What separates the strong from the weak is the ability to take the beating. Hell, to love the beating. No matter how great the pain, never wavering from what needs to be done. Think you can remember that?
Screw you.
He's a dick.
No, he's right. When you ain't got the physical or the powers, you gotta make up some way of beating your opponent. But yeah, I mean, I if I get the helicopter, that's gonna like, I use it to get me to the center of the whole center of the zone there, and then get out and get back. In fact, that's any vehicle. It's like that's to get me like to a safe spot as quick as I can. Although I have run a guy over in a Jeep, so there's that. During a battle royale. You know, I have run one of the opponents over in a Jeep in Battle Royale, and that's just because he decided to come out in the open and try shooting at me. It's like, oh, really? Well, this is the thing you brought on yourself, Splat.
Yep. That was always one of the fun things about... That's why whenever I was playing Halo, I always used to enjoy the Warthog quite a bit, because you could really get some people with that thing.
Oh, yeah.
It had a really good... it was really good at fishtailing, and like, you drive right at a guy, he dodges to the side, then you just... You pull a quick fishtail and you just run him over with the ass end of your Jeep.
Oh, yeah.
Got you anyway.
Sometimes, if you're going that thing, it doesn't really have... That's a really way of controlling your speed in, at least in the mobile version. It's like you hit the button.
Mobile, ew.
There's a Call of Duty mobile, and it's fun to play. But it's kind of like you have forward, reverse, and left and right buttons. So, and sometimes if there's suddenly, an obstacle there before you manage to slow down or stop enough, and you get hung up on this, like there's a low partition and now your Jeep is hung up on it. Pretty much turn your vehicle into a seesaw.
Yeah.
That should be the last one.
Your phone doesn't have the bandwidth to transmit that much data, so you need to find a satellite uplink. There should be one on the roof of the old Coleridge building. Hopefully it still works.
I have a building? I didn't know that. And there are a lot of baddies crawling over this place. Good God. Mr. Stark, I'm not feeling so good.
Oh man, were you there? I don't know if you were there when I was recounting this one story on the Graham Norton show, and they had, well, you see him talking to Henry Cavill. And Henry likes to play Warhammer 40,000. And he collects and paints the miniatures and all that.
Oh, no wonder you need to toss a coin to your wisher. He's broke.
And he's talking all the things. And he's talking, collect the miniatures. And so you can't imagine. Oh no, you put them together. Customize them, paint them how you like, and then what do you do? Well, you put it on a big battlefield, and you have fights with other players, and it's like whole armies battling each other, and it says
Tom Holland's like, can I play?
Yeah, that was, yes. Can I come over?
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize that until relatively recently, that Tom Holland is British.
No, a lot of people were like that. I was like, okay, didn't know that guy was British, or that one was. Like,
I mean, some actors are just quite good at, changing the accent when they need to.
Some are better than others. Of course, like I said, if you didn't see him in British stuff first, you wouldn't have known that. I mean, I didn't know that about Henry Cavill. I mean, the first thing I saw him in was Superman, so...
Oh, he was one of them?
Yeah.
Which one was he?
Who's Henry Cavill? He was Superman in Man of Steel.
Man of Steel
Batman,
okay.
Batman vs. Superman, and Justice League.
Isn't he the one that got the role by spilling coffee and basically pulling an accidental Clark Kent for his interview?
I don't know.
Or something?
I don't know
or was
that
that another
part.
one? That was one of them. Oh no, that wasn't Man of Steel. That was the one before it.
Oh, Superman Returns?
I think so.
Yeah, Brandon Routh. Yeah. Funniest thing about that one, when they did that Crisis on Infinite Earths on all the CBS series, they actually Brandon Routh to come back, do a version of Superman. And then I forget the actor's name that played Clark Kent in Smallville. Like he was, I
don't like Smallville.
I never watched it, but yeah, he plays like Clark Kent, the Clark Kent who decided not to become Superman, living his life in Kansas.
It was basically Beverly Hills 90210, but
yeah. So I heard. Although I heard, what was his name? Michael Rosenbaum did really well as teenage Lex Luthor.
I think so.
I remember there was a funny
overall format, but give me a second.
It's going to take a while to sort through all of this. I'll let you know if I find anything of interest.
Just find that damn sphere so I can get out of this shooting gallery.
All right.
And apparently Michael got to meet Kevin Spacey, and this was right before Superman Returns. And they were talking about how they each played Lex Luthor, and Michael, he says, yeah, I was the younger, good-looking Lex Luthor. And in his great Kevin Spacey impersonation, that's very funny, Rosenbaum. Did you ever watch that series Kevin Spacey did, House of Cards?
Nope.
Oh, it's great. Plays this ultra ambitious politician who's ready to use any methods necessary to get ahead. And it's based on a British series, I think from the 90s. But yeah, it's Kevin Spacey is magnificent in that.
It's pretty good in general.
Yeah.
But we're not allowed to like him anymore now.
You know what? I can like the characters he plays.
Yeah.
And how much of that was
the art from the artist.
Yeah. How much of that is actually true, and how much, unfortunately, too many false or very highly suspect accusations came as a result. So now we don't know who's guilty and who's not anymore, unfortunately. And it's like, no, I just saw that coming. But you can't talk about that because I remember they tried to, one tried to cancel Henry Cavill when he says he date much. Says no, busy doing this, and with the whole Me Too thing, you never know what's going to result from a casual date, and they try to put him on blast. Like, how dare you?
How dare you state reality?
Unfortunately, when something becomes a movement, it's far too open to people willing to abuse it.
I mean, you definitely gotta be careful with some of this stuff. And then there was the guy who got, lady tried to sue him because he put hot sauce in a used condom. You hear about that one?
Yeah. No.
I forget which. It was a big one of the big famous basketball players. I forget which one because I don't follow basketball. Or wait, no, I think it wasn't basketball. I think it was the singer Drake.
Oh yeah, because she was trying to use it to impregnate herself. Instead, he didn't put hot sauce in it.
He put sauce in there to kill the sperm off.
Oh, okay, yeah, but yeah.
And then she got mad about it. It's like you shouldn't have been putting that thing anywhere near yourself anyway. What's wrong with you?
For some of that, so that you wouldn't get pregnant.
Like, I'm pretty sure what you were doing is illegal.
But no, I got to believe all women. I said, why? Because, you know.
How about I don't blindly believe anybody without evidence? How about
that? And apparently now, again, you know, you got to believe without evidence. And if you do have evidence, if they're one of ours, we got to believe.
Evidence is sexist.
Oh, God, yeah, that guy that was like the anime voiceover guy that now, that, you know, there's been, nothing has been taken to court and then nothing proven. Now you have this new guy, voiceover guy that apparently have like text messages and everything, and they've been trying to do everything to protect this guy because he's an ally. It's like, I'm sorry, you can't...
We'll stick up for reality when it looks good for us.
You can't stick up for the guy just because you like him and the other guy on blast because you don't like him. Unless, you know, when the evidence shows one thing or another, it's like, I don't know.
Yeah. Right, I don't think I can get to that other one right now, so...
Or even some of these ones that are accused people of doing something and it turns out they got their own stuff they've done.
Sometimes an accusation is a distraction.
Right. And that's where I'm kind of the point where, like, alright, you know what? If something happened, take it to the law. You know? Take it to people who actually do something. This whole court of public opinion has always
been
bad to me.
We've got your fat friend, and we're gonna kill him real slow.
You idiots just made the biggest mistake of your lives.
Oh, you dead now.
Woo! Barbecue.
Alright, it's time to go through the murder maze.
Where is he?
It's pew-pew time.
Zap, zap, motherfuckers. Mother trucker. Way to set up a trap and then give me the controls to it. Dum-dums. Yeah. And I fall back into it. Now who's the dum-dum?
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is my island, my home. You know how long I've waited for this? No one will stop me.
Who the fuck even are you?
Just keep on blathering. You'll get yours.
I have no idea who this person yelling at me even is.
Cole, your GPS says that you're at the shipyards. What are you doing?
Killing the bastards that kidnapped Zeke.
It's his own fault. You can't run out and rescue him every time he gets into trouble.
I don't abandon
You don't have any
my
friends, do you, Moya? Not with that winning personality. Excuse me?
Mm-hmm.
Where's this bastard with a rocket launcher at? Oh god, camera. I need you to calm your shit, camera. Probably survived that. I guess he gets to stay alive as long as he's not annoying me. Ah, heck. But, you know, I was just thinking if Henry Cavill was the Man of Steel, and I guess that explains why that's the Superman that got a beard.
Yes. I need to go watch
Whoa.
that movie.
Where are these assholes?
One movie
Where do you guys
I've seen
come
the
from? What trailer? What?
trailer for the movie. A few years ago they made a trailer, a movie based on the old '60s spy series, The Man from U.N.C.L.E. And it starred Henry Cavill.
Oh, is that why my roommate has that comic book in the living room?
What? I mean, The Man from U.N.C.L.E. existed back in the 1960s, so it's a...
Yeah, but he's a
popular...
very reactionary kind of guy.
Mm.
If you heard about there being a movie about it, that's why he suddenly got the comic for it.
Did they do one for it? Like, the movie is from 2015.
Yeah, he might have just found out about it or something. God damn it. Ah, this guy's pissing me off.
But it was directed by Guy Ritchie, of course, who directed the Robert Downey Sherlock Holmes movies and that.
Right.
No, looked good. It was him and what's his name, Armie Hammer in it.
Who?
Armie Hammer. He's an actor who recently got into some trouble online for a bunch of accusations.
That is a weird ass name.
A-R-M-I-E.
Even weirder.
But he what did he play? I know he was in The Social Network, and he was in that he played the Lone Ranger in that movie with Johnny Depp.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it was... But I swear, this in the trailer, I liked how Henry Cavill played Napoleon Solo, and I said, you know what, Henry could be the next James Bond. I can see it.
Hmm.
I mean, the
Interesting.
guy is pretty much James Bond of today, because the man is smooth as hell. People always say, their favorite James Bond, and a lot of will say, Sean Connery. I like Roger Moore better.
I like Roger Moore as well. And Sean
he could be tough when he had to be, but for the most part, he was just a smooth
He was very
operator.
smooth.
Yeah. If you ever watched, before he was James Bond, he was Simon Templar in the series The Saint, and he was very good in that too. But yeah, this is. Ooh.
There's trouble.
Yeah.
You're over here. Oh, it's got squished by a dumpster. Haha, got him on the first try. How do you like that? Huh? How you like them apples? Okay. Oh, I got you. There, now I got you. And what's next? Let me go up here. Let's fuck these guys. Oh shit. Fall off the edge. El Granado. Yeah. Hit. Thank you. Bastards. Hey. You're supposed to be dead. Thank you.
Like playing cops and robbers in the playground. I shot you. Lay down.
No, you didn't. I got bulletproof armor. I have laserproof mirror armor.
Pew pew.
Oh, that was rude.
Oh, it's bad Albert thing when they're playing Cowboys and Indians. They really threw a lasso around you. No, you didn't. I got a rope-proof vest.
Yeah. Oh. I'm you moron. You can do a lot of parkour, but he's very spastic about it.
Parkour. I do parkour.
Hey, sucker. Did you miss me? Actually,
Yep.
no, you didn't. I got a lot of bullet holes in me.
One person, a little jerk sometimes at work, and at one point they came and then they came and said, "Miss me?" And I turned and I said, "Not if I use a scope."
One of the favorite versions I've heard of that one was with every shot so far.
Yeah, but it's me. Yeah, but my aim's been improving.
That's even better.
Yeah. Whoosh, whoosh.
Yep. Ah, gotcha.
Heck.
Still alive?
Are you alive?
Definitely not. Okay. Let's see. Go nya.
Nah.
This turret.
Turd.
Hey, where the hell are you going? I did not give you permission to exist. Alright, let's climb. That's not climbing, Cole. There you go. Good boy. Whoops. Bad boy. Alright.
I tell you one
Zeke,
thing.
Can you hear me? Zeke! Cole! Hey, Cole, over here! Hang in there, buddy. I'm coming.
Get it? Hang in there?
Oh, funny.
Oh, shit, there's a shard. Need
Funny.
it.
Hang in there. Oh, funny.
I mean, it beats the alternative.
I was playing, like I said, I downloaded Russian Attack for the Switch.
Classic.
And, yeah, one problem still, because, like, I don't remember if this was a thing for the game, but it's kind of like 2 buttons and a joystick controller, and your buttons are either for your knife or if you pick up a special weapon to shoot that.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, it's all side-scroll, but if you use, like, if you joystick up, that's your jump control.
Uh-huh.
And, unfortunately, if you're near a ladder, that's also your climb. So, and if you happen to jump, if you're near a ladder, you just put you right on the ladder, and unfortunately, you're stuck there. So you climb down, trying to jump off of it. So if you meant trying to jump over somebody and end up stuck in the ladder, then you're an easy target for them. And I've died many times doing that. You gotta kind of be aware of your surroundings at that point.
For sure.
I don't know. This game seems I controlled it a lot better when I had it for the Game Boy Advance. Of course, the controls are a lot different on the Advance as well. I mean, that pretty much was 2 buttons and a D-pad.
Basically.
Yeah.
Oh!
Ouch.
Very ouch.
That was most uncomfortable.
It was. Most uncomfortable indeed. Downright rude, really. No. That was weird. Alright, and... Where are you guys? There's one. Wrecked. Okay. And this way.
You're a persistent little bastard, huh? Doesn't matter. It's nearly done. And once it is, all will bow before me. Just as my
Who are you? villain monologuing over here. Damn it, controller. Xbox controller keeps going to sleep. It happened so many times today and yesterday.
Whew. There is close, and then there was that.
Ah.
What the hell were you doing down here? I was just trying to help out, man. I wanted to sneak in and see what the trash baggers were up to. Are you insane? You're lucky they didn't kill you. What are you saying? That old Zeke needs to go back to his roof and just chill?
Yeah?
That he's only good for a laugh and a beer, but when it's go time, he ain't worth a damn? That what you're
Yeah,
saying,
you got
Cole?
captured, dumbass.
This isn't a game, Zeke. Not anymore. But just because you got powers doesn't make you better than everyone else. Not by a long
It
shot.
makes me more capable of avoiding capture. It's weird how many of these superhero stories throw in these little manufactured arguments, you know? God damn it, controller.
What must do so much better? I'm not wearing hockey
the
pads.
Bus, but the Reapers are blocking the way to the hospital. I need your help getting past them.
Ah, this mission.
Maybe once we get over there, we can sit down and have that talk.
We'll see. Got a lot of sick people that need help. They come first, Cole.
Of course they do.
Yeah, he's got bad timing.
I've been keeping an eye on you, Cole. Watching you parade around like a damn peacock. Showing off every chance you get. Pathetic.
That's real tough talk from a guy who tortures people.
You still don't get it, do you? You don't get any second chances. Every time you fail, someone's world ends. Ends in the worst way imaginable. I learned that the hard way. And by God, you're gonna learn it too. One way or another.
Tell you what, crawl out of your hole and meet me somewhere. Then we can settle this once and for all.
All in good time, Cole. All in good time.
He's weirdly interested in making me learn things. Come on, Dad. You're not even my real dad.
Hey, brother. Sorry I was such a prick back in the shipyards.
You were.
Really screwed the pooch on that one.
I know you mean well, Zeke, but the world is changing. You make a mistake now, and you're as good as dead.
Hell, I know that. But you know how it's been for me? No family, broke all the damn time. When this quarantine went up, I thought it'd give me a fresh start. Let me really be something.
I know where you're coming from, Zeke. But we have to be careful now. All of us.
Alright, let's see. So there's one more shard in here, and I think also another dead drop. See, this shard is up there. I don't think I can get it from down here. Alright, let's get back up there. I already killed all you guys. What are you doing here? I don't know. You're making your noises again.
No.
I'm teasing you. Heck. Yeah. Call. Ah. Okay.
Yep.
Goes this way. What the hell are you? Random voice out of nowhere. Oh, this is where I was before. Here we go. I like how I can even electrify them by headbutting them. Electric headbutt.
Electric butt.
Oh, electric butt.
Like a butt head.
Right in the butt. That's what
Yeah, that's
Tina
what
would
it
say. In the butt. Weird. Well, let's see.
Oh, excuse me. I was trying to find something to eat without having to actually cook anything, and I've got one of these little croissant breakfast sandwiches out of the freezer and made that.
Oh, okay. A little snacky snack.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is over there. Yeah. Cool, move. It's acting like there's a wall there.
Audio recording of Kessler follows.
Yes, I'd like to schedule a package for delivery. No, just one. Would it be possible to request a specific courier? I see. Well, I'm sure they're all reliable, but there's only one I trust. His name is Cole McGrath. Yes, I'll hold.
Alright, well, we knew that happened, but still.
Yeah.
Proof. Alright, now there's one or two shards left in here.
Yep.
Where were they? Around here somewhere. I don't see it. Is it on the outside, or is it up on top of this thing? That's on the outside. What about this other one?
Now, they said one thing about Elden Rings. Like, thanks to that, people found out about the manga series Berserk.
Really? Because I would have thought that about Dark Souls.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of people have no idea. And now that a lot of these, some people found out about it and have seen it, now there's a problem. It's problematic. And it's like, you didn't even know about it or care about it until now, until somebody referenced it in a currently popular video game.
Look, just because a lady has a struggle cuddle with a demon horse, there's nothing wrong with it.
And a bunch of other stuff. It's like, you were blissful in your ignorance. Please return to that.
Heal this one.
Yeah. It's almost like villains and demons do bad things because they're bad.
Yeah, and they're talking a part where this group of marauders, and they've got like torsos up on spikes, and there are women's torsos among them, and somebody said no one would actually do that, and somebody's quote like no one would actually have done that in real life, and somebody posts a picture of like Vlad Dracula.
Vlad the Impaler.
Yeah, he was called that because he did that very thing.
And people are pretty dumb.
Yeah. They'll have their own narrative.
They'll do all kinds of horrible things. It's sadly actually a thing that exists.
Like, wow, who would have thought the bad guys do bad things?
Right? Yeah, but they wouldn't do it to women. You can only do bad things to men. How dare you kill the prostitutes in GTA? Go kill all the men instead.
To quote action figure therapy, when the guys were playing Saints Row, the third, I think, when he was the kid's character dressed in a dog costume, waving around a big purple dildo, beating prostitutes, toting machine guns. And one guy,
follow me.
telling them, like, you're hitting women. He's like, hitting women in real life makes you a pussy. Hitting prostitutes, armed with machine guns in a video game with a big purple dildo, well, that's more of a gray area. Which I'm filling in with my big purple dildo.
In this case, more of a purple area.
And then, morally gray, but yeah.
I know.
And then later he's got a tank. He's like, well, why do you have a tank? Why not?
What do you mean, why do I have a tank? It's a video game.
Yeah, and then it's like, would you please stop shooting? Okay, I'll stop shooting. I'll just run them the fuck over.
I lied. I'll also shoot them as well.
Yeah, but that's... I hear the new Saints Row that's coming out, or that reissue, is not as good as the original.
It's a reboot.
Reboot, yeah. It's like taking all the problematic elements and made it more accessible and representation. I was like, you.
So it's gonna suck then.
Yeah, what was it? I can't remember. The guys were talking about there's a game. It was a Japanese video game. Basically, it's a racing game, but you're racing on toilets.
Yeah.
And they said, yeah, all the American games, they got to have representation, some message and other thing. Japanese go, we'll give you a racing game, but you taking a shit.
Do they have bidets in them, though?
Your weapon is toilet paper. And we go, brilliant!
Yeah, had to be representative of the toilet Americans.
And I'll be glad when the cold weather is over. It didn't happen all the winter, but now recently, my hands have gotten so damn dry, and mine get dry, and then my fingertips, the skin will start peeling and splitting.
Ugh.
And I'll start bleeding up with band-aids on it, and I'm trying to moisturize all the time, but now my hands are always greasy because of it.
Yeah. If there's not one problem, it's the other one, right?
Greasy and smelling of cocoa butter.
Well, at least they smell nice. Ooh, that was a good Granado.
That's like, okay, that just happened to be, guys. They were just waiting about all day for you in that storage container. Like,
yep.
Oh, he's here now.
Oh, I can't jump out and ambush him though. I've got leg cramps from being crouched in here for 5 hours.
That neighbor's dog, whenever I drive by, he'd get up to the bark from the fence. And one time, you see him get up, start kind of almost limping. He's like, "Your foot fell asleep, didn't it?"
Yep. God, that's the worst.
Wait, my foot's asleep now. Then I get another neighbor. He had a great big dog, but he would always just kind of almost, as I kind of looked over, it's like, "Oh, it's you." I could get up and chase you, but maybe occasionally look ahead and just, whoa. It's like, let you know I'm here.
Little gopher dog there.
I literally like that when I come in at night and the dog, and they were like, "Arr, arr, arr," and I call his name out. It's like Pepper, go to sleep. And the other dog would just, occasionally go, "Oh," as if to, like, who goes there, friend or foe?
I challenge the intruder. Present thy identification.
You gotta watch Renegades. They're a great reaction channel, and yeah, reaction channels are rarely good. But these guys I like. They make some good commentary, and during one of them has this little bitty dog, and I think he was sitting there. All of a sudden, he just bounces up and barks and starts running off, as if to like an intruder.
Get back here, villain.
And it came back, trotting in like that. I
scared him off.
There's a picture of a dog at a window. It says, "Since I've been here, I've saved this family from," and it gave the numbers of like squirrels, mailmen blowing leaves. And I got one word of thanks for it. Have I got one word of thanks for it?
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to call it here because this next mission is a bit long and intense, so we'll save that one for tomorrow.
Who's up right now? We got Ricky Shrins. You know Lady Gunslinger?
Yeah.
She's there.
He's probably farther through. Oh, no, he's exploring. Oh, okay. I think he's in an area I've been to. So yeah, let's raid Ricky. It's been a little while. I've been avoiding him because of spoilers, but I think he's in a part of the game I've seen. So
okay,
according to his title, at least.
Yep.
All right, let's raid us a Ricky.
Yay!
Have yourself a good night, sir.
All right.
Later.
Later.